Hello, boys. Hello, girls. And hey, you know what? I'll say it. Hello, non-binary folk. And welcome back to the judgiest place on the Internet.
No, try again.
What am I even going for?
Fuck if I know.
I guess in my brain, I was already
history?
going to say the Histernet and then change it to Herternet. I'm Josh.
Did me hosting last one really throw you off for this one or what?
I don't know.
Do you want to start over? Give it
No.
another go?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you're Josh,
Yeah,
supposedly,
allegedly.
I'm Rick,
And I'm Christian.
And we are
allegedly. The Judgies.
Back in
Allegedly.
Snower than ever.
We got a lot of snow,
It's freaking
kids.
snowy. It's cold.
It's terrible.
It's gonna be
I hate it.
negative freaking 10 today or tonight with a wind chill.
Yeah, it's going to
So
suck.
why are we trying to drive?
Oh, you're not cold in the
Not
car.
cold in the car.
But it's going to be so windy and icy on the roads. I don't think we should go.
You don't have to go is the thing.
That is the thing.
Except for brothers, it's my car though.
Yeah, I can drive.
Well, your car's gonna fare much worse than mine
Why?
because you have a tiny little electric vehicle.
It probably weighs pretty close to yours.
With all the batteries, could be close. It's a thick bitch of a car.
That's what it says. It's a 2013 Chevrolet thick bitch.
Okay.
Anywho, whoop-de-woo, we got mail. P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350. And this was, we were going to read it, and then it was too much.
It was too much in the box.
I'll say
Sorry.
it. It was too much. So
But
here we go.
We got it this time.
Hi, Erica
Hi.
and Christian and Josh. My name is Victoria, and I am a longtime listener of the pod. I am the one who wrote in about my husband preferring boiled hot dogs over microwaved hot dogs.
Whoa.
sick freak.
Correct.
No, that is the right way.
No.
It's gourmet.
Ever since your first power hour, I have wanted to gift y'all a little gifty. Oh, gifty.
I know what they are.
Legos.
3 years later, and I finally got around to it. Please open them all at the same time. Hope
3,
you-
2.
What? Hold
Wait,
on.
Josh, get it together. 3, 2, 1, go.
Fuck.
The quizzy. Oh, these are.
Ooh.
Whoa, I dropped it.
Oh,
I kind of like it in all white.
the Comic Sans font with the
I
Judges
dropped
logo.
mine.
I like it a lot.
Mine's
That's not
in
Comic Sans. That's
cursive.
a...
Mine is Comic Sans.
Oh, yours
Very
is
cute,
Comic
very
Sans.
cute.
Yours is sans serif and Erica.
No, this is a serif.
Mine is serif. Mine's Times New Roman.
What does? Wait, what?
Sans serif means no serifs.
What the fuck is a serif?
The little
The-
extra legs on
The
the things.
fancies.
Interesting.
These are listeners. These are serifs.
I thought I said con serif or cone
Oh,
serif.
yeah, you did.
Yeah. And yours is squiggly girly.
Mine
pop.
is script.
Yours is
Ooh, yours
Like-
is girly pop.
basic wedding, like default font of wedding thing.
He's not wrong.
Sure.
Put that bitch in gold. That's a wedding font.
Well, I like mine best. So.
And did we say they're all koozies?
Oh, they're koozies for the listeners.
I hope that you guys use these for many power hours, pre-gaming, Olsen's birthday parties, and just fun times. I don't know when you guys will open these, but I hope you will have a pissy Christmas and a happy piss year. Thank you. P.S. I got married November 19th, 2023, and I ordered too much of everything, so I sent you a save the date, wedding invite, and extra koozies. Oh, PSS. Erica, I sent another. This has to be cut because it says do
Okay.
not read. But I sent another envelope for you to read at a later date. It has some juicy family gossip.
Oh,
So I guess that's not for the show.
it
That
does
sounds
say
like it's for the... Oh, fuck.
weekly bonus episode. It does say don't read my name, but feel free to read it on the pod.
Interesting. So why does it say do not read?
Well,
I read it anyway.
That was a production
I'll
note.
save it for the bonus episode.
That's pretty good. Well, but then they'll know who Victoria, like we said the name.
Oh,
So we either have to bleep out all the Victorias or just do that at a random time. And if you see Erica holding a piece of paper with handwritten listener submission, no, you don't.
Yeah, I think over on the Patreon for the weekly bonus episode, it'll be fine.
Maybe.
We didn't
You know
hear
what?
what the
I've got
name
a-
was at all.
I've got a trick I'm going to pull out here.
Oh,
Ooh,
weekly
okay.
bonus episode.
My girlie is popping over here.
It is a beautiful wedding invite, by the way. Look how pretty that is.
It's gorgeous.
Ooh.
And there was also a save the date, and I'm not going to show that part, but it opens up to a picture of their dogs.
Aw.
Look at those little
puppies.
sweeties.
Love that, love that. Fellow Midwest people they are, so that's fun for them.
Cute. Congratulations on your wedding. Thank you for the koozies.
And there's a
Midwestern
there's like,
her. I saved you, buddy.
No. I mean, I guess. It wasn't great, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Just, yeah, it was mid.
But it was better than what he did earlier.
But did you see what I just did?
yeah, but it was on accident, so
It wasn't.
I failed to give you.
It's absolutely calculated. It's cerebral up here.
I just feel I saw on your face when you went when you realized you said mid. So
Can you that top left blue button? Editor! The top left blue! Fuck. Weekly bonus episode.
Did you want to shut the fuck up, Josh?
Yeah. Which one's that?
middle yellow.
It's on Josh's board.
Really? That says a lot about me, I guess. As a
Well,
person.
guess what?
What's that?
Shut the fuck up, Josh. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Joshua. My own little spin on it.
Interesting.
It was nice having a little Joshua at the end.
Yeah.
Have we seen the pro Josh memes this year?
Never. Not once.
I've only been getting anti-Josh Instagram reels.
That was last year.
Oh, that was last year.
Last year was a big anti-Josh just year in general. And this year, I guess some tweet kind of popped off of someone saying like, girlies, you need to stop drinking barefoot wine. You need to upgrade to this. And it was Josh wine, which is just like,
That one's not good.
it's not good. And it's like slightly better. It's like slightly more expensive than barefoot wine.
Instead of a $7 bottle, it's a $12 bottle.
Yeah,
So
if even that. But there's been a lot of like pro Josh, I guess more neutral Josh. Just
we're reclaiming
Ethers.
Josh. Well, we're moving the needle back towards
yeah.
pro Josh.
It's just been interesting to see.
I'm not here for it.
Do you ever wonder if maybe you have some sway in the Josh hate wagon?
Interesting.
Like, all the listeners think that I truly do hate Josh.
Yeah. Do you think that you're manifesting it a little bit?
Ooh. Almost like a curse.
Ooh.
A la Benny Safdie.
So stop fucking with me or I'll literally ruin your life.
Literally.
Name one time I've
Literally.
fucked with you.
Earlier when you called out my mid joke.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Fuck. Right now when you told me to keep going.
You knew I didn't have a second point and you embarrassed me, you piece of shit.
Well, you know what we do have?
A story.
That's right, because we don't just love Josh or hate this Josh on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories. And sometimes, hey, the pod Dark Horse does that for us. It's the year of the Dark Horse.
Too
for
much
Christian.
soundboard already. Can I say it?
Too much soundboard. I have done about 5 different noises multiple times. You're right. I can tone it back a little bit.
Yes, thank you.
First story coming from r/
Am I the
and this is a
asshole?
classic. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, for sure.
Am I the asshole for painting a curse word
Yes.
on the wall of my friend's new house?
Wow.
Well, it depends. Is it like, teehee, the walls were white and now we're going to paint them blue.
A
And
silly, goofy
before
one.
we paint the whole wall blue, I'm going to type in, fuck you, Josh.
Yeah. But then
And then you're
it's-
covering it up.
But then it's always there, and it's like when you do it in the mirror, and then like even when the mirror is clean, you can still kind of see.
Yeah, but that's not how that works with paint.
if it dries differently. Maybe.
It's not. How
You
would it
use
dry
the-
differently?
You use the roller to put "fuck you, Josh," and then it does dry a little different. And if you get it at the right light, you're like, "What the hell? Is that
Or-
a ghost or is that
Maybe it's a Haunting of Hill House situation where
Bly Manor?"
Haunting of Hill House situation, and it said "Come Home" on it, and they all they didn't peel back the wallpaper enough to see that it said "Come Home Near." Now,
Huh?
So instead, it said "come ho." Like,
Yeah.
Come, huh?
that's when
Cerebral.
when a pirate sees a lot of jizz.
With that joke, we're going to get right into the story. My friend and his wife just bought their first home.
Congratulations.
As a fixer-upper, and I've been helping them out with fixing it.
So glad you stopped using all the avocado on your toast.
True. Wake up, millennials. My father was a handyman and a contractor.
Did you see that guy died?
What guy?
Okay, so this was a crazy news story. So the guy who was credited with inventing avocado on toast, which is already a fucking insane statement, because it was just an Australian guy in like 2013 who just wrote like a fucking food blog on it or some dumb shit.
Okay.
And as opposed to like cultures and people like putting avocado on things all of history. He died like a month ago.
How old was he?
Like 56.
Good for him.
Yeah. But he was his article or whatever he did, I don't know what he did as a profession, but he was the one who like did it, and then articles written about like new avocado on toast trend, and then that's where all the memes of stop buying avocado on toast so you can afford a house.
I mean, avocado is expensive.
This
can be.
This is a little foreshadowing for about 6 weeks from now when I finish the next segment of Ponder with Pissy. That what we're just describing is the very first point on my next one of like, how does it feel to be the guy that came up with something like culturally? And it's happening a lot more now with, the internet. Back in the day, it's like, who the fuck started tubular? Just some random guy. And you get to know like, I'm pretty sure I started that, but you didn't have evidence. Now in the future, we have evidence. Back to the story.
Yeah.
We're getting on a tangent.
We did recently just get a comment. Actually, I'll pull it up right now.
I'm thinking it was the last comment we have. Please finish the story before tangenting.
Let's see here.
I think wasn't tubular a surfing thing, because a tubular wave is like really cool.
Yeah.
Wait, did you delete the comment?
I didn't.
I did.
Yeah. Somebody did just. Now I don't see it, but somebody, maybe they deleted themselves, just said like, "Oh my god, finish the story." It's like, hey,
please finish the story before you.
You're in the wrong fucking.
If you're here just for the stories, then go to our TikTok. Like,
true.
Damn.
You know what? Yeah, TikTok. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah. I was like, maybe you should be YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, but no, TikTok's the best one.
Now to say my ass a little bit of work, my friend and his wife just bought their first home as a fix-upper, and I've been helping them out with fixing it. My father was a handyman and a contractor, so I have a lot of skills and experience with doing maintenance, repairs, and upgrades on a house. I also have pretty much all the tools I need to do most of the work. So last weekend I was helping paint the dining room. I had everything set up the way I wanted, and I was ready to go. And then for some fucking reason, his wife decided to let their dogs into the room that I'm painting. One of them steps on the roller tray and then jumps up on me. His wife laughed it off like it was not a big deal and that I had paw prints on me now. I also had to throw out that primer because now it had a bunch of mud in it.
Yeah.
I told them both to let me just do my work in peace. And after I prepped a new tray of paint, I wrote the word fuck in huge letters on their wall. In primer. For those of you who don't know, primer is the coat of paint that you put down before the actual paint goes on.
Yeah.
And for lack of better word, it sticks to the wall better, and when it dries, it creates a better surface for the paint to stick to.
Yeah.
Thank you for educating us.
I also, it's for when you're painting on something that's like more absorbent.
Yeah.
It's absorbing the cheaper, shitty primer.
Yeah.
As opposed to your more expensive paint. Don't listen to the 2-in-1 prime and paint bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just a marketing gimmick for you to buy more paint.
Damn.
Prime then paint, folks.
His wife saw this. His wife saw the word fuck and freaked out. She said I was drawing profanity in her house.
I mean,
you are.
Yes.
I told her that it was primer and to just stay out of my way. I then
How about prime him?
I then finished the job and went home. My friend called me later and said that I had really upset his wife with my childishness, and that she would not let me back until I apologized.
Oh my God.
I asked him what I was apologizing for, and he said that I wrote a curse word on his wall. I asked him to provide a picture or something. He said he couldn't since I had painted over it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's literally not a big deal.
I asked what the problem was since the word wasn't there anymore, and he said that I still needed to apologize.
No.
I said that him wanting me to apologize was in no way the same as me needing to apologize. He said that I could not come back until I did.
Okay.
Which, no problem for me. I was helping him for free on my
Exactly.
weeks off.
Yeah.
He called me 2 days later and asked if I was coming to finish the paint job since I would be away for the next 3 weeks on work. I said I wasn't ready to apologize yet, and maybe I'd go back. Maybe I'd go back when I get back from work, but I probably won't be. She is telling everyone that I'm a shitty person for leaving a job half finished now. I'm telling everyone who asks that I was working for free and that they told me not to come back. Now there is a big fight in our friend group between the people who think I should keep the peace and those who think she is being an entitled whiner.
She is being an entitled whiner.
No one else is volunteering to help at their house, and now either they have to do the job half-assed or pay someone to. I'm getting hell for this too now. So am I the asshole?
Did I miss something that explains why they can't paint their own house?
No, they don't ever
It's
explain.
not explained.
He has experience as a construction person. They're just like, you can do all this, right?
I understand that there is definitely like professional painters do a very good job.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But when it comes to like something you can do in your own
Painting
time,
is the most DIY one you can
that
do.
is you can take it slow and figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
That is the easiest job you can do on your own home renovation.
And paint is expensive and like the shit does add up, but it's like one of the cheapest DIYs you can do. To transform a room, painting is the cheapest and easiest to do.
And if you fuck up, you just paint over it.
Yeah.
It's not like, if you're building a wall new and you fuck up and then it collapses,
Yeah.
And then your entire house is fucked.
Yeah. My only problem, so I don't think he's an asshole for not coming back. He is kind of a shithead, though, right? The way he handled all of it.
Yeah, I think there must be something else here. Even the way he was writing it and speaking about it, like for him to complain about having to throw out like the primer that's like in the tray is like, he took that as it was like a personal slight. And it's like, dude, it's like, how much primer did you have in your tray?
Yeah.
And it's like their material. It's not like I don't know. He was a little bit too defensive and weird about or aggressive about it.
Yeah. Like just like the way he was wording things, it's like, I don't think I would like this guy. He just seems like a fucking like pompous dickhead. Like everything was like, oh, well, you need me to apologize? I don't think so.
That's not the same thing as me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what?
It's like, shut the fuck up.
No, I think they both suck for sure.
And I can't find the comment now, but there is a comment somewhere where he's like, because they were saying like, you're a really good friend for doing this. You must really like this guy. And he's like, I liked him better before he was married. And it's like, so you're such a dickhead. You just don't like his wife. That's cool of you. That's very cool.
Yeah, and like all things considered, fuck is probably like one of the like I was expecting it to be like more focused like towards her, like fuck you even would have been worse. Like just fuck is pretty inoffensive to be like
fuck is almost because that's this is controversial. Fun word to paint.
Sure.
With you get a roller, fuck is such
Easy.
a nice, easy roller word to paint.
For sure.
If you're getting like bitch, that one feels targeted and not easy to
curves.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Say it.
But it's the same
Bleep
issue.
it.
The C is the curves, yeah.
you could do a block letter C?
Yeah, I guess you would have to. It would match well with the U and then and the N and the T, I guess. But yeah, no,
They do flow nice together.
The letters?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great word.
what's crazy
The way it
is
comes off the tip of the tongue.
you can take the same shape and use it for the first three letters and just rotate it.
Whoa.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something?
You However,
I'm a what? What'd you just call me?
I said you could.
Editor?
Yeah. Although it still is strange. Like, let's say if this happened to me, I would be so far away from like having a fucking temper tantrum and like being like, I gotta write fuck on the wall because I'm wearing painting clothes and my painting clothes got paint on them.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like why is he so upset?
Turns out some dudes, they just suck.
Yeah, well,
Easy as that is.
it's
It's probably Josh.
It does sound like the situation has a lot of past in it.
Yeah, you know what? It does. And now let's get past this and on to this next one. coming to us
Great
from
transition.
Best of Reddit updates, originally from r/am I the asshole, ending with an H. Am I the asshole for refusing to be my friend's alibi so he can cheat on his girlfriend?
Well, at least you know the guy's not ugly.
Oh, because he has an alibi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've said that joke. It's one of my favorite jokes.
Oh, that guy's
Really?
got no alibi.
Well, describing somebody as like, oh, they had no alibi.
I mean, that's
It's cerebral.
yeah, it's a little cerebral.
Cerebral.
I, 21 male, have known my friend Matt, 21 male, since we started college. We're in the same program and have been roommates since day one. Overall, I'd say Matt is a great guy. However, he has a terrible tendency to cheat.
Yeah, so that's not a good guy. Then.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think that makes a good.
He's so cool and fun
Man.
and hot outside of it, though.
That man a good makes. That good man makes.
That a good man makes.
That a good man makes. That makes a good man.
We've said it so many times that now I don't even know what we're trying to get to.
You and me both, brother.
Throughout college, I think Matt had maybe 5 to 7 different girlfriends, and each one of those relationships ended because he would end up cheating.
What a slut.
Back in January, he started dating he started dating his current girlfriend, Jen, 21 female, and has been with her far longer than any of his previous relationships. From my interactions with Jen, I know she's a wonderful person. She's very polite, beautiful, and clearly devoted to Matt.
What's wrong with her?
Nothing. What's wrong with Matt, honestly?
But what's wrong with her that she's not seeing the red flags that is his past?
He's hot, funny, smart.
Triple threat.
Promises he's not cheating. Quadruple threat.
Well, there you have it.
For the past few weeks, Matt has also developed a closer relationship with his anatomy lab partner, Cindy. It's become pretty clear to me and my housemates, Kyle, Robert, and Omar.
Oh my god.
A lot of names.
This is the most like brubbed up fucking group of male names I've ever heard.
It's become pretty clear to me and my other housemates that there is some romantic relationship between them. We've all even met Cindy as she came by our house a few times now. Long story short, Matt has told me and the other guys that things between him and Cindy are moving fairly quick, and that Jen is completely in the dark about all of this.
Of course she is. Why wouldn't she be?
Is Cindy?
For sure. He told
Like, does Sydney know about?
Yeah.
Cindy know about? What's her name?
no
Jen.
shot. He told us that for the foreseeable future, he'll be spending a few nights hanging out at Cindy's place. Here's the issue. Jen,
Well, that was the issue.
yeah. But here's the dilemma.
Here's the other issue.
Jen and her roommates don't live that far from us, maybe a 5-minute walk. So there's a good chance she'll come by looking for him, according to Matt. And therefore, he wants us all to make excuses for his absence and potentially reassure Jen that he isn't up to anything bad.
This is where he messed up.
Relying on others to...
If you're gonna do this, don't tell other people and implicate them.
Don't involve 5 guys.
If you're a piece of shit, well, don't bring them into it.
Yeah, the company has nothing to do with it.
It's kind of expensive too, you know?
Yeah.
Too many fries. But
Hot take.
for free.
Crazy take.
If you're gonna be a piece of shit, don't implicate other people, because if they have a sliver of a conscience, they're gonna tell the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, just leave them in the dark. That way, when they come, just be like, I have no idea where Matt is. He's been leaving recently.
Yeah.
What's that saying about the only way you can keep 3 people can keep a secret, or if 2 of them are dead, or something like that?
It's about right.
So
You know, my guilty ass conscience couldn't handle this. Kyle and Robert are fully on board with this, as they consider it the bro code. Omar is fully against this, and while he has not said he'll tell Jen, he has refused to lie for Matt and has been urging him to just end things with Cindy. I would say I'm more neutral.
No, he should end things with Jen.
yeah,
He should end things with both of them,
Yeah.
I guess. But
Well, he has classes, Cindy. Wait till the semester's over. I'd say I'm more neutral. I don't think what Matt's doing is appropriate.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's my place to tell Matt how to manage his relationships. I told him that while I wouldn't seek Jen out and tell her what's going on, I wouldn't lie to her either about where he is instead of saying, I don't know. We all argued about this for a while, and then the general gist of things is that Kyle, Robert, and Matt all think I'm being a bit of an ass for not being more cooperative with this. Aside from this, I don't think there is really much I can do. Moving to somewhere else is both economically and logistically unfeasible, so I think I'm just going to try to avoid stirring the pot as best as I can.
That's the unfortunate part. Is it is tied to like your housing situation.
Yeah. And when I feel bad for Omar now. I feel like Omar, you've opened yourself up to like retaliation almost. If you have the entire apartment being like on board with this and you being like, nah, they're like, you're not one of us now.
Yeah.
You're an outsider in this apartment.
The horrible like boys club aspect to it.
Yeah. And then we have an update.
I mean, what a classic
love an update.
narcissist.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I just don't understand the, like, allure of cheating. Like, why not just break up with the person? But,
Yeah.
like, also, like, if you're cheating on someone, why do you need/want to go back to the original person and keep them in the dark? You know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just fucking narcissistic.
I
like-
also, if he's done this 7 times now since you've known him, it's like, doesn't it feel bad? I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess I just feel like breaking up can't be like that fun of a thing, and
Yeah.
to do it 7 times for the same exact reason can't be like,
At what point do you realize that you're the problem?
yeah.
No, for a narcissist, never.
That's true.
Damn, got our ass
I just
there.
read a story. It's like somebody sent me, but I didn't feel like it warranted being read on the pod. But basically, it was a similar situation where, I lost it.
Narcissist,
No, what were we talking about before that?
cheating, breaking up for the same reason. Over
Oh
and over.
yeah. This woman found out that her husband was cheating on her. Told him like, "Hey, I know you're cheating on me," and he denied it. And she's like, "Okay," stayed with him, even though she knew. And then
Damn, got me there.
he almost missed the birth of their child because he was with her.
Oh my god.
And she confronted him at the hospital about it, and he's like, "No, that's not true. That's not what happened." And she's like, "Okay," stayed with him. And then
This is
finally,
America.
like,
Innocent until proven guilty, I guess.
confronted him at a restaurant with her, like eating lunch together. And she was like, "You know what? It's fine. You just do whatever you want to do. Like, you can have him. I don't care." And then he broke up with the mistress and was like begging for her back.
So you just wanted to be caught? Like, what?
God, I don't understand it. I
it
don't
doesn't-
get it.
That specifically doesn't make any sense because it's like,
Well, now he's just guilt. Now it's like, before it's like, no, you're just being crazy. And then you get caught and it's like, oh, I know, I feel bad now. I see that I actually hurt you.
yeah.
I assume. I don't know why I put the qualifier on there. Mm-hmm. But I did have to do a bit to the camera to break
Sure.
the tension.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's got to go to a whole new soundboard just for this one specifically. The time lapse here will definitely make it worth it.
Doghouse.
Yeah.
Doghouse. Doghouse.
Smooth.
Hey, we have fun here. Now, the update. I'll start this update by saying Jen found out last night.
Shocker.
Like Matt predicted, she came over to our house Tuesday evening. I saw her pretty quickly since I was also coming back from buying some food. And she asked me if I knew where Matt was. And I said, I don't know. Because I generally didn't know at that time.
Oh, you coward.
She mentioned how he wasn't responding to her texts and that she was worried about him. And I felt pretty bad hearing this. Kyle, who was inside, came out at this point and said that Matt was in his anatomy lab and then reassured her that he had contacted her once he finished.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. He meant to say he was in his anatomy lab partner.
I missed that 3 times.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
You were going to say, do you think it burns when he fucks her?
Because of the formaldehyde?
No, because he's incendiary.
I
Damn.
definitely wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, you were gonna say because of the formal.
No, I wasn't. What was I gonna say? I'm like off my game today. Oh well.
I'll keep reading. You keep thinking. Kyle reassured her that he would contact her once he was finished with his anatomy lab.
They're dating, correct?
Yeah.
Like
Jen
Jen and Matt are dating.
Yeah.
Shouldn't she know his schedule? Shouldn't
Like
she
his
know
school
like
schedule?
what classes he's supposed to be in?
Yeah. You would think so.
You would think.
But to be fair, Aurora and I have been dating for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Could never tell you. Every single week of her like part-time school right now, I still have to ask you like, when are you going? What class do you have?
Maybe
Where are you
do
going?
better.
I just know she's gone vaguely from this time to this time, and you're doing something. You're doing something at the school. You're either working or going to a class. Couldn't tell you what class.
Something based around art.
I know what classes you're in. Couldn't tell you when they are.
I'm judging you.
I do kind of agree with this. When we were in college, I knew what classes you were in, but I wouldn't know like the order of classes you were in or anything.
Okay, to be fair, same. Honestly, I didn't even know what classes you were in. You did some math, you did some engineering.
What the hell? You didn't have to worry about me. I was in one single building the whole time. So if
Yeah.
you had to come find my ass, you could have found my ass.
I never once had a class in that building.
Yeah. It's for fucking nerds. She didn't seem entirely satisfied with this answer, but thanked us anyways and then left. When she was gone, Kyle told me that Matt was actually on a date with Cindy. Piece of shit. Since Matt sometimes brings Cindy over, he'll text the house
That
group
is
chat.
so bold.
Yeah. Maybe he likes getting caught.
Maybe.
I just think people who cheat are stupid.
Well,
Okay.
that too.
We'll explain how
Well-
he's in college then, idiot.
This was Yale.
Why is he
It's
taking
more
an
of a-
anatomy class at 21? He should have already been graduated. Oh my god.
at
We're not all on the same schedule. It's okay.
I was about to say, I think I was taking anatomy when I was 21.
Level 100 anatomy?
No,
It says it in there, but I just skipped over it.
it was level 400 anatomy, but also I was a super senior, so.
Kind of a badass like that.
Except for when I went to go like this, the bar completely blocked it. So
Can I?
no.
Okay. You can go, Christian.
Let me just stop you right there. Since Matt sometimes brings Cindy over, he'll text the entire house group chat before they come over to ensure that Jen isn't around. He did this on Tuesday night, and Kyle did alert him that Jen had stopped by looking for him.
Intentionally creating a paper trail, as it said.
Yeah. So he stayed over with Cindy on Tuesday night. That's what I mean. He wants to get caught. Wednesday evening, only Omar and I are home. Kyle was with his own girlfriend, and Robert had an exam. We got a text on the group chat from Matt saying he's planning on bringing Cindy over at 8:30, and he asked if Jen had came by. I told him that I didn't see her, and things went on as usual. I'll add that Omar has refused to respond to these specific texts from Matt.
Good for you, Omar.
So there's an expectation on me to clarify if Jen was there or not. A little after 8 p.m., Jen comes by with one of her friends. They asked where Matt was since Jen had been seeing him a lot lately. Hasn't been seeing him a lot lately. Before I could even say anything, Omar told them to come back at 8:30, and Matt should be home by then.
Hell
Let's
yeah,
go,
Omar.
Omar.
Hell
They
yeah.
left, and I did argue with Omar about this decision to tell them to come back since it was inevitably going to cause drama. But he didn't care.
Omar stirring the pot.
Omar's kind of a badass. I'm telling you, he's setting himself. He's enemy number one now. I did text Matt and tell him about Jen potentially returning, but since he was driving, he didn't read the message.
Oh, he's a good guy. Better than me. I'll tell you that.
Hypothetically, Josh doesn't text and drive.
That's right.
He does read them. At this stage, I gave up trying to contact Matt and went up to my room.
Well, I take my foot off the pedal and hands off the wheel while I'm texting, so I'm not driving.
Technically,
I'm a passenger in that moment.
I'm sitting here.
I just happen to be in a car that's moving.
a little after 8:30, Matt walked in with Cindy, and not long afterwards, Jen and her friend returned. Omar let them in. Long story short, there was a lot of Jen yelling at Matt and Matt lying and apologizing. I didn't bother coming down since I could hear it all from my room. After 10 minutes of this, Jen and her friend left. Matt sent Cindy home after this and was pretty pissed at what happened. I reminded him that I sent text messages, which he now saw, and Omar played dumb, acting like he didn't see Matt's message about him asking if Jen was home, but confirmed that he did tell Jen to come back after the first time she came.
Oh.
He says it's because he didn't think Matt was dumb enough to go out with Cindy 2 nights back to back.
That's the dumb thing to do.
Our other
If
roommates,
you gotta cheat, you have to have a cushion day.
Yeah.
I've always said this.
yeah, you got to have a refractory period.
Yeah, you can't do back-to-back cheats.
Our
Unless
other-
they're out of town.
You didn't have to put the qualifier on there. Now we're in the doghouse together.
Yeah.
Our roommates came home after this point, and I filled them in on what happened. There's definitely some tension in the house this morning, as Matt thinks this all could have been avoided had Omar been more helpful. He also partially blames Cindy for wanting to come over so often.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
it's everybody
blame
else's fault.
Everyone else except for yourself.
I didn't like this guy, but now that he's putting the blame on Cindy, now I'm on his side.
Overall, Matt doesn't really seem to care that Jen found out and broke things off with him. He said that he'll try apologizing one more time, as he does prefer Jen over Cindy. And if she doesn't accept, he'll leave things as they are.
Yeah. I mean, that's just how people with free will operate.
As for Cindy and Matt, they already told Kyle, Robert, and me this morning that he plans on ending things with her after December, after the exam season.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Christian was right on that one.
He says that he wants to be single again by New Year so he can have a fresh start.
New year, new me.
Kyle and Robert think that this is pretty hilarious considering how much trouble he got into to be with her. Things have ended more smoothly than I thought, and I have made it abundantly to Matt to keep me out of his relationship woes. I have also asked Jen's friend how Jen was holding up with this as we share a class together.
Wait, he shares a class with Jen's friend or Jen?
Yeah. I didn't want to add more names. He's at like 8 names now.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking like, oh, is he going to try and get with Jen now?
As expected, Jen is very upset about the entire ordeal. And she and her friend consider everyone at our house, aside from Omar, to be complicit and dickheads.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, even Omar is complicit, technically.
I mean, yeah, he was. He wasn't an active participant, but he was. What is that? A lie of omission?
Of Omartian. Yeah.
Oh, it was right there.
Yeah.
It was right there, and I missed it.
Hey,
It's a
there's
lot-
3 more updates, but
No,
lot
we're all
longer
right.
than
We
you
we're
get
done.
it. We get it. Pretty classic guy cheats on girl is a dumbass situation.
Yep. What do we think? Break time?
There's 3 more updates, but we're done.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what else could there be that's like...
He tries to apologize. Apology doesn't go well.
Omar tries to apologize.
No.
Matt tries to apologize.
Yeah, Matt tries to apologize.
To Jen.
To Jen.
Yep.
Doesn't go well.
And then they talk about Omar. They say they're not ostracizing him or anything, but
Well, this should be a note if you find yourself in this situation, like specifically like this, where it's like, okay, you were so afraid that your living situation might get hostile or weird if you don't go along with his lie. And then his lie was found out because somebody in the house, told them, and then you're still fine. Which means now you have the power to be like, hey, Matt, stop fucking cheating. I'm not going to
Yeah,
help
we can't
you.
keep doing this.
I'm not going to help you.
Yeah.
We'll kick you out.
That's what they should do. They should form a union and kick out the other guy.
Yeah. Too bad
Yeah.
fucking Ryan and other guy are on his side. Whatever the fuck the other guy's name was.
It was Robert and
Kyle.
Kyle.
That's
Kyle had the girlfriend in one of the updates. Kyle's girlfriend found out about it and was mad at Kyle too.
Good.
Wait,
But he smoothed it over.
they made a Kyle too?
Guess we'll have to learn
Yeah,
about that on
XYZ.
the next side of this break.
2 belly buttons.
Whoa.
One in the front, one in the back. Welcome back on this side.
This is what the people love.
It's not the podcast. And on this side of the podcast, we have. I can't wait, Christian, for you to.
Tell me about that circle.
Why hasn't it been fixed yet?
That was right.
No, it wasn't. Tell me about that circle
I
jerk.
can't wait for Christian to.
Tell me about that.
Yeah,
circle
but
jerk.
she specifically did the thing where she
Sorry,
says,
dude,
let me
hold
tell
up.
you.
Sorry, dude. Hold up. I can't do it while recording. It's on the card. I made sure to put it on the card this time. I'm feeling the same way. Hey, but this week's Circle Jerk came to us from a listener.
Hey, that's my bit.
And that's my horse. Hey, Judgies.
I think the first listener submitted Circle Church was the hot dog one, yeah? That we got that we got from, I won't say the name.
Very likely. Hey, Judgies, my girlfriend and I love your podcast. We're always watching it while she cooks or while we're cleaning. I wanted to send you my Abbyisms. No, this has been inspired by your guys' Aurora-isms.
We haven't had an Auroraism in a long time.
Yeah.
You got any in the books?
The issue is our minds have sort of molded, so I don't want to make fun of myself. I mean, like,
That's fair.
Like Aurora just out of nowhere just started calling me a freak.
Now
And
you call
before
people
that
freaks.
maybe was an Auroraism, and now we just call each other freak and creature all the time. So.
I call Olsen a little freak all the time.
Yeah, well, derogatory or no?
No.
Because we have different. Sometimes it's freak derogatory.
The
Connotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The subject line is a little misleading, but we pay for the Patreon, so do the math. Subject line was, and this did catch my eye, and it did make me click on the email. Am I the asshole for sucking dick during the Stanford prison experiment?
I also saw this title and said, huh? And skipped it.
It's a little skipped it. It made me click on it.
It made me click on it too.
It's a little misleading, but she did suck dick while watching the Stanford prison experiment, and that's just the whole story.
that's just teenage shit, right? That's just you're young and horny.
You're watching
right?
the Stanford experiment as a teenager?
18, 19, college, sure. Intro psych.
All right, yeah. All right.
Like you're just young and horny and you're like, I don't care what's on. We're getting freaky.
All right.
Nobody's gonna put on the Stanford prison experiment and chill. You know?
I don't know. Dr. Zabroni kind of gets me going. Is that his name?
The guy who cleans the ice at hockey.
That's
Zamboni.
Jabroni. What's the one famous like psychologist? It's something Zabrowski or something. I don't know. He's the one that
of Kombucha Girl.
no, he's the one that did the Stanford experiment. But I'm pretty sure it's come out that he's like a fucking fraud now. But anyways,
No, that's Freud. Cerebro.
I like that one.
Thank you.
Here's some Abbyisms sent to
you.
us straight from, you can say our names, Zyla and Abby.
Zyla and Abby.
Which I have to say is crazy. They sent in other emails, and every other email they're like, please don't say my name. And now the one that's like, here's some wild shit, say our names. I was in evil mode, so I started seeing glimpses of Matthew Morrison.
Interesting.
Who is that?
The Glee guy, I believe. Dr. or Mr. Will Schuster.
I never watched Glee. I'm not a big fan of musicals, so.
The police usually don't like to shoot they-thems unless they're shooting multiple people.
Okay.
Yikes.
Also, okay, yeah.
You know who also had no last name? Hitler.
I love that.
Hang on.
That's very funny.
This one,
That is his last name.
yeah.
It's like a play on the like what's Obama's last name?
Okay.
I had a draft in my Twitter that was very similar in vein to this for so long, and I didn't know how to make it funny, but it was basically the same concept about Leonardo da Vinci. What's his last name?
Da Vinci.
No, that's where he's from.
He actually wasn't from Vinci.
His last name is Nardo.
Oh my God, Leonardo.
No, his first name is. His middle name is Eo.
You can't buy cum at the store.
True. Doesn't grow on trees. Well,
Well, it depends on what store you're going to.
yeah, that's true. The cum store. A lot of cum there.
A lot of cum.
Staples.
The cum quick?
Staples comes through with every purchase.
There is a store called Come and Go, so like
Yeah.
A lot of cum in the come and go.
I believe it.
So
in the
much
name.
cum in the come and go.
You won't believe it. They sell at Shell.
Seashells?
Only when Sally's working.
It's fair.
As someone who's seen a dead body before, he doesn't look dead.
Okay.
Quotation, or in parentheses, they were alive.
All right.
I need to date some brothers.
Wait.
Hang
like
on.
racial brothers or like?
There's no context.
Okay, that's fair.
Is it?
This one, this one really, I'm not going to lie, this one probably is the one that made me read this one. No, they tested me for autism. They put lotion on my arms, and I didn't even say anything.
That's pretty funny.
Me and Reese Witherspoon have the same essence.
Okay.
America's Sweetheart?
Is that like?
Ooh.
I thought when I hear essence, I think like smell. Or
Oh,
like,
no.
Like an aura in a room. You know what I mean?
Maybe aura, but not smell. Maybe they do smell the same.
What do you mean when you have like a fragrance? Like they say, it's like essence of.
Yeah, but also there's like the different sense of essence.
No, you're thinking of Bring Me to Life.
That's effervescence. Effervescent, I mean.
I tried to soft launch my dad's death.
Okay.
Huh?
Sorry, I tried to soft launch that my dad died.
Yeah.
So like before he died, you're telling people that he's dead?
I think it's just like you're doing a little jokey joke.
You're dropping a little hint. Like, man, I wouldn't be crazy if my dad died today.
Like
Yeah, that would be
like
crazy.
3 people walk into a bar and none of them is my dad because he's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, and if your dad's not walking into a bar, he is dead.
Probably.
Hey, and sign me up on this one. I'm a raging man hater and a chronic masturbator.
Fuck yeah. Somebody get that tattooed.
She's like, I would never eat popcorn. I'd rather just have sex in a Hollister. That one is so out of context. What could that mean?
In a Hollister?
It does smell good.
It does smell good. It
Yeah.
smells the same. The same as when it did.
Does it?
Yeah, I was just in one like not that long ago.
Whoa,
It
did
smells
it?
the same.
Do they sell clothes for men? Did they make a Hollis Tim yet? Do they still have them?
When you walk in, does it give you body dysmorphia?
No.
Huh.
Do they still have the model standing outside shirtless?
No.
There's Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh,
Yeah, bitch.
the ugliest guy ever saying that he doesn't want fat people modeling for him, or fat people wearing his clothes.
Say poopery and no one bats an eye. Say pee-poo-ree and society goes wild.
A little joker for you.
Uh,
Is this just better tweets that should have banged?
Yes. I've been
Maybe.
thinking it the whole time.
Wow. I need to find some guy who'll let me smack him around.
I bet, you know what? I bet there's lots of people that'd be into that.
This is in context for Eminem. I wouldn't trust him within 1 mile of my drink.
What about 8 Mile?
Yeah, I thought the joke was going to be on 8 Mile.
Damn.
Missed opportunity. Do
Also,
better.
is Eminem seem like a untrustworthy person?
Early Eminem for sure.
Oh yeah, like the F slur thing.
Yeah. Blonde hair Eminem.
The one who has a
Menace.
whole song about killing his mom.
Yeah.
We think maybe he's not a great guy to be around.
Was it his mom or was it his ex-wife?
Probably both. I don't like this.
I'm not up on my Eminem lore.
I don't like this one. I'm going to bite off your clitoral hood as a souvenir. I don't like that one bit.
That makes me icky.
Cats like their food mouse temperature.
Okay.
That one's probably true.
What is mouse temperature? What's the average temperature of a mouse?
I'm gonna guess it's slightly higher than a human.
Really? I think
You
it's
think-
slightly lower.
I'm thinking it's lower.
I'm gonna guess it's about 102.
Body
0.3.
temp
102.3.
of a mouse.
The Axe. Hello and welcome to 102.3. The Axe.
Man, they're putting it in Celsius.
What's the number? I can do it.
core body temp of 36.2 degrees Celsius.
That's way higher than us.
Yeah.
What is it?
Times 9 divided by 5 plus 32.
What'd you say? 36.
Why do you do this?
36 CF. Siri, 36C to F.
36.2 times 9
Divided by 5
divided by 5
plus 32.
plus 32. 97.
Yeah.
It's
that's right.
96.8. Oh, they're slightly colder than this. Look at that. Final one here.
Maybe you. Then speak for yourself. I got ice in my veins.
Cold-blooded.
Final one. I used to think Santa was part of the Trinity. And I think technically he is.
He's the father.
The Trinity?
Father Christmas. What, are you not Catholic?
You don't know what the Trinity is at all? What's up with this being the Trinity and it's like you're hitting 4 different spots, you know?
Especially because it's not even timed up. If it was like Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, but it's Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. It's like Father, Son, and we're doing Son and Holy Ghost.
Yeah, Holy Ghost gets two taps.
Fucking pit. This is why I hate Catholics.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
And then it's like the Holy Ghost. What the fuck's that guy doing? When you ever think about him? Yeah, we got Jesus and then we got old man upstairs and then fucking Holy Ghost ghosting around being a little fucking creep.
Who is the Holy Ghost?
God. That's the whole point about the Trinity, is that they're the same being.
But doesn't it
So
just kind
Santa
of feel...
is God.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, how do you think he is so omniscient?
I think he's more omnivalent.
No.
Is
An
omnivalent?
omnivore?
Is omnivalent a word?
No.
Okay.
Ambivalent?
That's a word, and I don't think that's it, because I think that's not caring about it, right?
That's pretty close then.
Okay.
If we're being real r/atheism over here.
Damn.
I wasn't listening. What?
Hey. Where's the cable for the sound?
Have you checked up your button around the corner?
I'm gonna guess.
I just had to check around the corner.
Yeah, in the same spot it always is.
Do you know that it's generally like genuinely a corner? That's why they say that. You go up your butt and it's literally like your rectum is like this, and then your colon,
Speak for yourself.
it goes up and around the corner.
I got ice in my ass.
Molly and your little jammies.
Yeah, Molly has jammies, folks. She's all in a onesie.
Oh, shush.
Just got in today.
Jammies.
It's too cold for you out there.
She's been biting her butt to raw. We gotta stop her doing that.
It's
All
too cold for
right.
you out
After
there.
every circle jerk, we get a listener submitted sound. This sound comes from, let me make sure I can say their name. They don't say it anywhere, but I'm going to say it anyways. Ducky. Hello, friends. I'm no Anthony
This is
Serrato.
a classic Christian moment.
Did we play this one already?
No, but it's the most recent one we've gotten.
No, we have one newer one.
Oh.
Bitch.
Batch.
But here's a silly little song I sing to my dog when he's got the zoomies inside. Happy New Year's, y'all. Ducky.
Is this the Ducky or a different Ducky?
Probably the Ducky. I can't imagine there's too many Duckies.
From the Land Before Time.
No, the one that was a bus
R.I.P.
driver.
R.I.P. dog. I mean, all the dinosaurs did die, but also that voice actor for Ducky was murdered.
If you wanna do some zoomies, you gotta go outside. Run around so crazy, that is what Goose likes.
Beautiful.
I wanna.
Was it zoomy, say, ah.
It is the same Ducky, if you were wondering.
How? Are they sending this from beyond the grave?
Off submitter
The
Ducky.
same Ducky who was the bus driver.
The bus driver.
Yeah, drove bus number 1. Christian knows what I'm talking about.
Do you?
Yes? I don't know what he's talking about.
You guys don't know that story I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
They told the story about their mom like being stalked by a man, and then he
Oh,
came in to the
yes.
house while she was sleeping.
Yep.
No.
This was only, and then said something else about being a bus driver, and you're like, what bus number did you drive? And then they wrote back later and said number 1. It wasn't that long ago. This was like 2 months ago.
I mean, I do
It's
remember now.
Not a honking a horn for me. So
All right, we're going to read this one. Listener submission. Bodily fluid story? Yuck. Sup, fuckers? It's Viviana. Oh. I just pronounced their name wrong, and they knew it was going to happen, so they followed up with how to pronounce their name. I didn't even know that's what I was reading until I got to the end. But
Wait, so what is their name?
Viviana.
what did you say?
I said Vivian. And then they had in parentheses, and they corrected my ass. But you can just call me Viv. I sent y'all the crochet plushies. Glad you liked them. Anyways, on to
They're
the
on the
drama.
table in front of us.
No drama. We do want drama. I have a few interesting stories involving my in-laws.
Speaking of the Black Eyed Peas, did you know Justin Timberlake is the person singing on "Where's the Love"?
What the
Huh?
fuck?
Yeah, he's not credited, but
Where is the love?
yeah, and that was the first song that they did with Fergie in the group, and so she was in the music video, but Justin Timberlake was busy doing something else.
I thought that was Fergie singing this whole time.
Now, if you listen to it, it is very clearly Justin Timberlake.
Huh. Interesting.
Just found that out. It kind of ruins the song for me.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I have a few interesting stories involving my in-laws. My favorite Black Eyed Pea member is Taboo. But
Apple D app.
the most recent incident. But here's the most recent incident. In-laws are from Wisconsin,
I don't
and were
think-
visiting us down in Texas for our wedding reception.
I don't think you can get much better than Will I Am, the original.
Was he the only member originally? Those three were the original members, and they brought in Fergie, right? We're getting distracted. My husband had taken his dad and stepmom out on the Riverwalk for some sightseeing. If you know the Riverwalk, you know it's got loads of alcohol stops. So being from the Midwest, they were drinking like they were in the Midwest. Bad idea.
Or a good idea.
That Texas heat doesn't play, and she was about to find out. I joined them after sightseeing for dinner, and when I joined them, they've each had a yard beer, which is a 3-foot tall beer mug.
How many ounces?
32 ounces.
Okay, so just
Not
like,
that crazy, right?
No, like 2 pints,
Yeah.
3 pints.
My
Which is
husband,
how many cups?
I think it's 2 pints.
Is a pint 16 ounces?
Yeah.
A cup is
8 ounces. A pint's 2 cups.
So a quart.
So
Okay.
how many pounds?
Depends on the beer.
Damn.
How much does a cup of water weigh, do we think? A gallon of water is what? Like,
I mean, 1 ounce is 1 gram, or
no.
1 milliliter.
1 milliliter is 1.
1 gram.
Yeah.
How many milliliters are in 32 ounces?
I'm not going to
Fuck,
figure that out.
knows.
There's like 3.5 liters in a gallon. 32 is half of a gallon.
There's
going.
164 ounces in a gallon.
Okay.
My husband and his dad are about half done, and his stepmom has hardly touched hers.
128.
The waiter comes around and asks if there's 4 pints in a gallon.
No, there's 4 quarts in a gallon.
There's 4 pints to a quart.
No.
What?
There's 2 pints in a quart. There's 2 cups in a pint.
There's 16 tablespoons.
There's 16 cups in a gallon.
I think I understand the commenters' problem. We are so... I don't even remember where this story is now.
It's in Texas.
On the Riverwalk.
Harsh
They're
summer
drinking
haze.
half of the mom had half of they had one and a
had-
half feet of beer,
Okay.
and the dad had the full 3 feet of beer, or a yard, or
Okay.
about a meter.
Okay. And the stepmom's hardly touched hers. The waiter comes around and asks if I'd like one, and I decline. Stepmom jokingly says, yeah, she's going to help me. The waiter makes a remark about how stepmom needs to hurry up and catch up to the boys.
It's Fergie. That's how it all ties back together.
Yeah.
Remix.
This triggers her to try and catch up, so she
Oh.
starts drinking
Playing
slowly.
catch up is never
Always
a good time.
idea.
Yep. Food gets to the table eventually, and everyone eats their meal. And we're chatting after the meal when suddenly stepmom begins to violently trigger warning, throw up, begins to violently vomit on her plate in the middle of the restaurant. Dad quickly grabs napkins to hide her, but we can all hear what's happening.
Holding it up.
Eventually, she finishes putting her food back on the plate,
Oh!
and now we have to awkwardly wait for the waiter to bring us our check.
I don't like that as a description.
Yeah,
Putting her food back on her plate.
Yeah.
it is kind of gross.
I couldn't imagine having a yard of beer pre-dinner.
Yeah,
That's a lot of beer.
it's really the fluid.
It's the volume that
Volume,
gets
yeah.
you.
If it's hot, I could do it, I guess.
Whoa.
Hot beer?
No, if it's hot out, like Texas heat. I mean, light beer goes down so quick when it's hot out.
Yeah, it's, dare I say, refreshing. Dad server brings us a check and goes to pick up the plates, and my husband's dad very loudly says, "Be careful of that one," prompting her to give a confused look and ask why. Dad then informed her that there's vomit on the plate. She takes the plate away swiftly and returns with a new check, comping my stepmom's meal.
Aww.
It's all her fault, technically. She told her,
That's true.
you gotta catch up. She peer pressured her.
That's fair.
We leave the restaurant and drop his parents off at their hotel. As soon as the stepmom gets up to the hotel door, she begins to projectile vomit into a trash. She begins to projectile vomit at a trash can.
Been
Not
there,
in.
sister. Been there.
And then the hotel comped the room.
Right in front of the valet driver. Not too sure how the rest of the night went, but I'm happy that that's all I had to see. I've had several stories about my stepmom. Nothing against stepmoms. I have one myself. As she's quite the character, and I'll have to send those in as I have time. So keep an eye out for more stories from me. Love,
Viviana.
Viv.
Fuck.
Or Viviana.
Thank you.
We love a good bodily fluid story.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a Christian episode without it.
It's true. It is. Hey, that is true. What do we say? Do we got time for one more? Or do we want to get the
Vomit,
heck out of here?
cum, and holy jokes. Christian episode.
As you come, as you come. How's the rest of that song go?
It's come as you fart.
Whoa! How did I miss that one?
It's an old Hosh TikTok that I made.
It's a hashtag. Oh no! I've been brain melted with you. I hate to hear that, but I love to hear one more story from our slasher by the asshole.
I'm having flashbacks to last night's D&D session.
Am I the asshole for wearing my wedding dress to someone else's wedding?
Yeah, what the fuck?
the hell?
Hold on. Please read the whole story before jumping to conclusions.
No. We
That's the
only
whole point
judge
of this
titles on this
podcast.
episode.
I,
This
20
podcast.
female, married my husband 2 years ago. Getting married at 18 is kind of weird if you ask me. We aren't rich and don't care
Huh?
that getting married at 18 is a little weird if you ask me.
Did she not say she was 22?
She said 20.
And 2 years ago, they got married.
2 years and 4 score.
Open your ears.
She was a minor.
We aren't rich and don't care that much about weddings, so I just wore my prom dress to my wedding. It's not a fancy dress or anything. It's basically a long sequence dress in a deep dark blue with one sleeve.
What's the bottom? I think that's important. If it's a ball gown type dress, you
I
can't
mean,
wear
they did
that.
add a picture. How would you describe that? It's not a ball gown.
It's not a ball gown. It is a sheath dress.
Can I?
Actually,
Oh, okay. That's a fine dress.
no, it's a beautiful dress.
Weird to wear full black to a wedding.
It's blue, she said.
It was navy blue.
Oh.
A deep dark blue.
Okay.
My friend Sierra, 22, whoa, you read ahead, was attending my wedding. Since the wedding, I wore it on a few occasions because it's basically the only fancy dress that I own. Recently, Sierra was getting married and I was obviously invited. The wedding color scheme was dark blue and she requested fancy attire. So I thought my dark blue dress should be fine. It's not white and it's not even remotely close to a wedding dress. I also didn't feel like wasting
agree.
money on another fancy dress that I would never wear again. especially since we don't have much money.
What if another one of your friends gets married?
You can wear the same dress again.
So I showed up at her wedding in my dark blue sequins dress. I wasn't standing out or anything. Most of the guests were wearing even more fancy clothing than I was. Clothing and dresses. However, when Sierra saw me, she lost it. She yelled at me in front of all of the guests, in front of her husband and my husband, saying that what I did was horrible and that no one shows up at a wedding in another wedding dress. I tried to reason with her, saying that this dress isn't a wedding dress.
It's not taking away from like her moment.
That's such an under the radar dress.
Yeah. I said it wasn't a wedding dress. It's the only fancy piece of clothing that I own. I wore it to multiple occasions before and after my wedding. She didn't listen to me and just kept yelling at me to the point where her bridesmaids and her husband started trying to calm her down. She also said a bunch of unsavory names to me.
Oh.
I was very upset with the drama and decided to just leave with my husband. Then I started getting texts from Sierra, who blamed me for upstaging her on her own wedding day, for driving a wedge between her and her new husband, since he said that she had overreacted massively to this, and upset her friend over a dress. I decided to ignore these texts because I think she's just being unreasonable. But a part of me thinks that I was an asshole because I wore the dress to my own wedding. So am I the asshole?
I don't think so, because it's like you said, it's an under the radar dress. It doesn't look like a wedding dress, so you're not drawing specific attention away from the bride.
Yeah.
Wearing like flashy sequins to a wedding can sometimes be construed as attention grabbing, but like if it's a black tie event,
Yeah.
then it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, I thought it was a navy blue tie event.
Damn.
Anyway.
Tell us how you really feel.
Anyway. No, I don't think you're an asshole. But I can see where she's like, I know that that's a special dress for you, that it's your wedding.
Yeah.
Did I say I could see that why she would say that? I can't. That's fucked up.
I could see why she could say that.
She knows that it's her wedding dress, but at the same time, like,
Nobody else would.
nobody else is going to know that.
Is this like a small, tiny town where it's like every wedding is basically 75% of the same as the last wedding?
It would suck if it was a small, tiny town and she wasn't a bridesmaid.
Ooh. That does hurt.
Yeah.
To say that obviously I'm invited and then not be a bridesmaid is kind of crazy.
I want to put on my wedding dress. It's been 4 years.
Put it on the Patreon.
Ooh.
Okay.
Tucky Ricky.
Ooh.
What am I supposed to tuck it into?
Socks.
We'll have
No.
to figure that out.
I just hope your friend will see the era in her ways. Can I say that?
Era?
Taylor Swift? I don't know. What's...
I don't get it.
See the era in her ways.
Oh, Sierra.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just heard era and I was like, it's gotta be Taylor Swift,
That's
I
why I
guess.
was, yeah. And I was sad that not sad, but like, what did I miss?
She's a snake. Can we bring that back? Let's bring back the Taylor hate.
Guys, we're not getting enough interactions. Can we just talk up shit about Taylor Swift again?
Don't
If we
worry.
made it to the end of the episode, just know that we're talking shit about Taylor Swift again.
That's we're a pro Joe Coy podcast.
Are we?
Anti Taylor
No.
Swift.
What's the Joe Coy hate about?
He did? He had a really bad set at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, he
really
hosted the
bad set.
Golden
Like-
Globes and he sucked.
Was he just not funny, or were the jokes?
The jokes were
offensive?
like sexist.
But also,
Yeah, a
he
little bit
doesn't
of
write
A
all the
and B.
jokes, or just the jokes he
Right.
wrote.
No. He made sure to let everybody know that the jokes that weren't landing, he didn't write. So he
That's-
was blaming the other writers.
That's also part of his normal routine, as he talks shit about his jokes.
Okay.
It went so poorly. It was such a bad set. It was poor taste. It was poor timing. It was horrible.
They're
not
trying to
good.
Matt Rife him because he's just so fucking hot.
No,
Matt Rife isn't funny either, guys. I'm sorry to
No,
break this to you.
it's not.
You guys are all charmed by his jawline. He wasn't funny ever.
His fake jawline.
Hey, he's always had a jawline. He's had it sharpened. Had it touched up.
Anywho, whoop-de-woo. Thanks for listening, Eric. Where can they find us?
On the internet at Judgies Pod. JDGIES Pod. Anywhere you've got social media, we're probably on there too.
But we're not done. That's right, folks, because we are heading over to a
Weekly bonus episode.
over on patreon.com/judgiespod. See you there. Bye.
I still feel like I missed it.
You did.
Yeah.
You feel that way because you did do that.
Fuck.
I feel like I have a crew neck on right now, so
Because you do.
yeah.
Damn.
I see.
Got your ass. Okay, the Judges love you. Have a good week. Bye. August pisses.